E eccoci qua, signore e signori, con il 42esimo episodio di Baldur's Gate. 43esimo, perché lo scorso dicevo che era il 41esimo, in realtà è il 42esimo. Quindi col 43esimo episodio di Baldur's Gate 3. Qui funziona tutto, mi si sente, il gioco si sente. Possiamo quindi procedere. Allora, qual è il piano odierno? Andiamo alla casa di Jaheira, deve essere qua accanto, così sblocchiamo la sua quest. E poi da lì andiamo verso le basi rimanenti dei Bailiti, si chiamano? Comunque dei membri del culto di Baal. Vediamo. Ecco, infatti. Però prima vediamo se c'erano anche delle altre. Ok.
If they don't put the puzzles back in the broadsheet, I'm...
Niente.
It was just the toast, then a chaser, and one for the road.
Just a minute, beer, and... away.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
Dov'è che sta casa qua? Non è qui? Siamo troppo in là forse. Più indietro.
It's peaceful.
Harbourview Park, generously maintained by the Janeth family since 1482 DR.
Breeze must be blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the family.
Sarà questo.
Downstairs,
No, qui è
the
dove abbiamo
glitter
rapinato
gala.
prima.
Upstairs, the chromatic scale. Lord Enver Gortash, the people's man, the gate's protector.
Ok, meglio. Allora, vediamo un po'. Se uno di qua sarà.
He has twice the kills you did at that age. He knows the 7 major arteries, the blind spots, everything. That mind flayer is done for. You know of them? Good. You don't meet many in this city with their eyes open. Galbraith Stredivas, Mind Flayer Hunter. My son is tracking one of the beasts as we speak.
Ah, ho capito. Questo non l'avevo sbloccato. Non l'avevo sbloccato questa quest.
You don't know my boy. He's twice the hunter I am and the best son a man could ask for. I'd be by his side, but an Illithid trap left me retired. Permanently. My son has taken up the mantle. He fights tooth and nail every single day. I only pray it's enough. That I've done enough. It is rare to meet someone who doesn't fear mind flayers. You remind me of an old friend, a hero of his time. Here, he gifted me this. Call it thanks for setting me at ease. They won't win, you know, the mind flayers. Not with my son fighting the good fight. And you.
Scudo fidato di Abdel. Ok. Vediamo un po'.
At your command.
Can't give up now.
Go on. You have mind.
Che temo che il suo figlio non sia più tra noi, perché era il tizio secondo me che abbiamo fatto fuori quella volta. Già.
Enter those for whom justice and truth are thine guiding lights.
Vediamo un attimo. Gala scintillante. Era questa la tenuta di jaheira, ok. Allora avevamo una strada giusta.
The Lodge, meeting house of the Society of Brilliance.
Ah, anche questo non l'avevo sbloccato. La società della genialità era... avevamo beccati General Underdark.
Ah, a surface dweller. You find yourself in the cradle of all knowledge relating to the Underdark. The Society of Brilliance. Tell me, what can the Society do for you? A wonderful research partnership. I'm sure you'll agree. They are upstairs if you wish to share any theories with them. Yes, dear Lady Esther, one of our most reliable contractors. Though unfortunately, this particular request was too much even for her. Once the dust has settled on this whole invading army mess outside the walls, I'll find another contractor. Perhaps they will have more success. Was there anything else? I should really get back to my research. Feel free to explore the lodge. Our knowledge is here for the common good, after all.
You must remember, it's ch in the back of the throat. I'm compiling a translation dictionary so warring species of the Underdark can understand each other. It's an essential step forward.
Well met. I am the Society's leading expert on myconid spore telepathy. But I've had to delay my experiments. Run out of spores, you see. Oh, I miss them, those myconid spores. I don't feel quite right without them. Probably shouldn't have inhaled them all so quickly. Eh? Oh, I miss my spores. I tried eating some toadstools I got from bone cloaks, but no good. Just made me constipated.
Già. Saliamo, va.
Next, I just need to interview somebody who speaks classical Meanlock.
So much Underdark strife comes from vying for scarce minerals. I seek to invent new, easier ways to find such ores. From plenty comes peace.
But I'm happier. Once I publish my paper, proving that it's just hyena mite infections that make gnolls so angry, I'll be famous.
My surface-dwelling friend, how long has it been? I am glad to see you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else. In the field seeking further subjects for study, though it has been gone for longer than I anticipated. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. Omeloum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours. But I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress. Omelawum believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in danger. Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. Omelawum is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path. Of course, I should get back to my research. Your tadpole's stasis is a most curious area of study. I will have much to share with Omelawum upon its return. Naturally, the Underdark provided us with some most unusual salvage. Plenty to keep an inquiring mind busy.
Ok, lama funesta, diadema incandescente, dono del viandante del sole, scarpe circense, stivali del passo geniale, scintilla psichica.
There's a distinctly leathery...
The statue is of Baldurin, founder of the city, forever looking out to sea.
Those clanking great steel watchers. Bloody hate them. No matter what the man says.
For how long? The only moment.
No.
Should have had enough.
Doesn't matter what we think now. It would have broken us back then.
But if we'd only made the effort, if we'd only pushed through.
I've known love.
Beautiful day, isn't it? Do make the most of it. You never know how many you've got left.
There's no cure for a broken heart. But a bit of sunlight and fresh air helps. Sometimes.
Ok.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
One must be prepared.
Non è qua. Sono sbagliato clamorosamente.
It's peaceful, isn't it?
Peaceful for the moment. For how long?
Eccolo qui.
Oi! Stop a moment. Commander, you're in trouble!
Secondo soltanto. Ok.
Oh, Maller's Mark, here we go.
Are we quite sure she hasn't actually died this time, brother? She looks dead.
Smells it too. Ooh.
It has been a hard road. But I can clip you both around the ear to prove I am no ghost. If it would help.
Forgive us, Mother. We're just surprised you still know how to find your way home.
Some battles, even Boo is not brave enough to fight.
Ryan.
A sending spell can carry 25 words. Do you know how many Jaheira's only message contained? In all this time she's been away? 7.
If you are trying to help me, please stop.
The message went, I'm sorry, you know what to do.
So why haven't you done it? You were supposed to get the young ones out of the city.
And you were supposed to be dead. That's what your oh-so-stoic message meant, yes? Yet here you are. So, what happened out there?
I got my skin saved by this one. we've come to take the fight to the cult. Which is exactly why you all cannot be here.
Why? You plan on winning, don't you? You're the one who saved her, so tell me. Are we all doomed? Fine. Better in our home than quivering in some bush out in the Cloakwood.
You are a very irritating girl.
This isn't your house, remember? You'll keep a civil tongue under our roof if we let you stay at all.
Have mercy, sister. She's old, after all.
So old! She can stay, but only if she brought home presents.
Seems I'm outvoted. See, Mother? That is how you go about talking things through with your family. Now, if there's more to discuss, then bloody well come in. And wipe your boots.
It is sad to see how Jaheira has neglected her family. They should be prepared for the battle that is coming, or they may not survive it. My mother taught me to talk, to walk, and then to kill. I still hope to thank her by teaching her how to die one day. All things considered, my relationship with her may not be the best model to follow.
Tell me, now that you have met Jaheira's children, it is not unpleasant to see her on the rough side of someone's tongue, hmm?
No, Boo, you will not tell her. Minsk said nothing.
We will not speak of this again.
The cub speaks. I have given you much reason to think that Harper's hoard secrets like precious stones, but I promise you, this was not some intrigue. Just, plain and simple foolishness. As if by keeping clear of my family, I might keep them clear of the cult in turn. And if this fight were to go against us, well, they had already done their mourning. Why visit it on them twice? Careful now. Only I get to say it. And my daughter, apparently. I was wrong to think I could keep my children from this fight. They're Baldurian born and bred. The only damned reason I root myself in this place. This city is a cesspit. An open sewer of the soul that taints us with its filth and churns us out when all that is good has been stripped away. It also happens to be their home. And so it is mine. Ugh. That might be the first time I have said that out loud. Now come. We had best get to saving it. Lest Ryan turn her ire on us both.
No arguing. Just tell me you're well.
I am well.
And Minsk?
Boo is also very well, and happy to see you, Ryan.
And I him. Enough that I'll let him keep his lumbering, sweaty steed inside. So, this cult. What's our plan?
I'm not fool enough to think I can change your mind. But if you're staying, I don't want you taking up arms. There are other ways to fight.
Really? Like what?
You shame me. In all our hunting, I had put them from my mind.
Right. Leave them to us then. If we can't get them past the checkpoints, we'll at least make sure they're watched over if it comes to fighting in the streets. If I have to stay home and babysit, then it's your job to make sure there's still a home to look after. Take what you need, and we'll do the grand reunion when you come back for good. So, lovely as it is to have you back, Mother, go away. You have work to do.
Aye, aye, Commander. Wait, one more thing. There are doppelgangers on our trail. One even went so far as to steal my face.
Huh. All right then. If you turn up looking for hugs and kisses, I'll be sure to shoot first.
That's my girl.
A fine day to you, sir. Are you known to this court? Sir Fluffington, an honor to host you in my manor.
Jessamine discovered an old family tree in my study. We haven't had a moment's peace since.
Tetherian nobility. You might be royalty, Jaheira. You don't want to be queen, of course, and Ryan curses too much, so it would have to be me.
Careful, girl. They have a habit of taking against tyrants there.
Huh. I'm not a tyrant. If anyone calls me one, I'll have Fig chop their head off.
I hope you were hibernating, little cub. I can't think of another reason you wouldn't come down to say hello.
Jaheira! I didn't want to see if you were really dead. They said...
Who said?
Jord and Ryan. They didn't think I could hear.
You little sneak thief? Well, they were wrong. Look! Not dead. I just... had a few adventures. Like,
Liar! That was Jaheira. Years ago.
Yes! You liar. Why this need for tall tales? Now, cub. Solitude is a wonderful thing, but not too much. Come downstairs and fight with your sisters.
Wait. Here. I was... keeping this safe.
My Harper pin. Oh, was a certain little sneak thief playing down in my sanctuary?
No.
Harper pin opens more doors than most. Come down to my study and see if you can figure it out.
why they threw you out? Because you didn't like their balls.
They didn't throw me out. I left.
It's peaceful.
Commander!
Spare me your salutes, little traitor. You walked me right into that ambush.
Sorry, Commander. You are my commander, but George promised me pies.
Huh. I can't fault your priorities. You look after them for me?
Can I have a real sword?
No.
Fine.
You three have been just guzzling the water recently. I take no responsibility for your plants. You know I'm more of a mushroom man.
You've let my study turn into a thicket. Is this what I am hearing?
I tended to it. I just let it thrive in its own independence. You know, same way you raised us.
I raised you to be a sweet and kind boy. What happened?
I watched what you did instead of listening to what you said. This house has taken in a lot of children over the years. Mother dear was sometimes more commander than, well, mother dear. I believe the phrase she preferred was, the fouler the fertilizer, the fairer the flower.
Oh, so you do listen?
I've only ever seen her truly angry once. We were down the market when I was about 9 years old. Some merchant started in with the usual, "Yes, but where's your family? Whose son are you, really?" When Mother was done with him, well, let's say he won't have any sons of his own to worry about.
Nature's law in action.
That might be worth a look.
C'è un incastro. Chissà cosa ci andrà mai dentro. Sarà mica questa spilla qua.
The cub speaks. Pay no mind to those. You're probably safe so long as I am here. But if you do not trust me, take the weight from the pressure plate there.
The orb casts glyphs familiar to the druid of ownership. Overwhelming it with the same element can often disable the enchantment.
Work to be done. Have no fear. The traps aren't meant for you. But, better to stick close, eh?
Yes?
sword at my side and hamster at hand.
What to do?
The orb casts glyphs familiar to the druid of ownership. Overwhelming it with the same element can often disable the enchantment. The orb casts glyphs familiar to the druid of ownership. Overwhelming it with the same element can often disable the enchantment.
Do what must be done.
Who's next? I hope this is important. For your sake.
Chiaramente non funziona. Ci provano sempre i bot. Vabbè. Ci serve Gale per gli incantesimi, quindi di suono. Questo di qua.
And that, I suspect any child of Jaheira's will share her self-destructive sense of justice. But at least her words give them pause for
I'd be delighted. Though, someone else will need to watch the cook pot.
Magical.
You know, I never dreamed our noble Jaheira would be such a terrible, terrible mother. It's nice to see heroes are as awful as the rest of us, hmm?
Githyanki. The word means quite literally Gith's children. But I have never known family the way Jaheira knows it. My so-called cousins are simply spawn hatched from the same clutch. I will never know who laid the egg I hatched from. And until I met Jaheira's family, I never thought to wonder. Well, enough brooding. What did you need?
Oh, povera Laziel.
Seek and you shall find me.
Ok, non ha incantesimi sonori. Strano. Tanto provo fiotto acido su questo. E non era l'elemento giusto.
Whatever it takes.
The air is ripe with magic.
Ok, e questo è risolto. Adesso c'è soltanto quello.
Such authority.
Ok, non ha danni necrotici.
The orb casts glyphs familiar to the druid of ownership. Overwhelming it with the same element can often disable the enchantment.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Vediamo un po'.
Should get started.
No. Torniamo di nuovo all'accampamento.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
2 o 3 incantesimi. Tanto alla fine i soldi non avremmo usati per nient'altro, quindi arriviamo a Google. Ok. E torniamo là. Con tutti gli incantesimi che avevo imparato ce ne sarà uno che sarà utile per quel che devo fare. No. Diciamo allora. Riblocca persone, mettici questo. Ok, non è acido. Sarà veleno a questo punto. Di zoom abbia fatto il suo effetto. Ok, sì, era veleno.
The only patch of wilderness this city permits me. There ought to be supplies here to aid us.
You know this place, Boo. How many hints could have been invited?
There's been killings in a holy place. Stinks of incense and blood.
I bring word of gnomes. Gnomes in the sea.
Down by the Blushing Mermaid, there's a stink of something fey. Smell of arse, too. But Boss doesn't care about that.
The Archdruid's eyes and ears have fallen away in her absence. I'm training new ones.
The cub speaks. keen eye. But if it's supplies you seek, weapons to aid in our fight, you won't find them behind that door. There is nothing back there of worth to anyone but me. It should be no surprise to you that Harpers like to hold their secrets close. Whether there is sense in it or not. On my word, all you will find inside is dust. And the moldering keepsakes of a much younger woman.
Jaheira, our friend has put their trust in us. Boo thinks it is only right to return the gesture, no?
You so rarely make a habit of being right, Ranger, that it puts me ill at ease when you are. Pass then. Go on. See what it is a foolish old Harper thinks worth hiding away.
Bet I can crack that open.
Perfetto. Belm. Ok. Sul pomulo di questa pregiata spada è ancora visibile, anche se sbiadito, il marchio di un maestro forgiatore di Karatur, leggera come l'ala di un pettirosso e rapida quanto l'arguzia di un ognomo. Quest'arma ha segnato la disfatta di molti avversari e continuerà a farlo se brandita dalle mani giuste. Gesù 16. Non è buona quanto la mia, ma sarà utile a jaheira. Bastone dell'ariete. Bastone dell'ariete. Una volta per turno, quando colpisci un nemico, potresti spingerlo via di 2 metri, stordirlo. Ok. Questo bastone fu fabbricato da un arcimago sconosciuto. Nessun simbolo di identificazione è discredibile. Emette pulsazioni lente e potenti che traggono potere dalle creature della corona, dalle corna a spirale che danno all'arma il suo nome. Ok. Via tutte.
Jaheira's old weapons. They look strong as ever. Minsk should know. They gave him many bruises over the years.
Call and I answer.
And these things have stayed interesting.
Un dono per jaheira da parte di Khalid. Mentre indossi il dono di Khalid, se sei di jaheira, non puoi essere maledetta. Ok, go.
Wherever we go, ye gods, let there be something green.
Ok.
Scratchings. Of no account.
We can use that.
No one's stopped me yet.
Let us show them how it's done.
Looking ahead.
Non c'è altro qui sotto, giusto? No.
Come on, Ferdinand. I just trimmed you.
Ok.
I just hope somewhere has good beer. I don't think I'll be able to sleep without
A
these.
single shiver, feeling barely perceptible, but you can sense it nonetheless. A phantom caress, hands dancing over your skin. When you stand alone, it is almost as if the air itself is undressing you. You recall Harlep's words. Every time I make love in your shape, you will know. You will know. One last tingle up your spine leads to a stifled moan. You struggle not to cry out in public. The sensation goes, but it could return at any point. How many hundreds of times will Harlep use your person? Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect.
You ever heard of this many guards for a bloody broadsheet? It's ridiculous.
Well, well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity. You star in our next edition's top story. Oh, we have plenty of ink. Enough to cover all your misadventures in this good city. Not many enter our fine city and immediately start meddling in murder investigations. Curious, don't you think? The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face, your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be. And then, we can only hope the Fist do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over. Nice try, but it's not gonna work. Lord Gortash and me are very close, and he mentioned no such thing to me. The headlines are loaded into the print works already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech. Vox Populi, Vox Dei. Now, guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving. Would you care to escort them out?
Hope this ends well.
You point, I punch.
Swords meet sorcery.
Aia.
Swallow your battle cries, fiend, and wash them down with steel!
Cavolo.
Eldad, ease your wounds.
Certainly.
Che cavolo.
Does his best to hold my wounds closed, but some healing might help.
Noi aspettiamo tranquillamente che questi si levino dalle balle. Ok, possiamo riprendere. Allora, stavamo dicendo.
And I thought we were going to be friends.
Witching hour.
You still have time to surrender.
The lance board is set.
lost in thought.
Not everyone subscribes to what is mine.
Always nice to be wanted.
Let's get going.
Ha! These wounds might have killed a lesser warrior. Although that is a lot of blood.
Hang on, wait, stay there. You reminded me of that word I was looking for, corpusculent. That's it. As you were.
Your violence is drawing.
Hatched up, pushing on.
Never a dull moment.
Justice, truth, and the virtuous boot.
Quite ready for you.
Perfetto. Adesso che abbiamo salvato, direi che per oggi è davvero tutto e noi ci rivediamo al prossimo episodio. Signori, alla prossima.